Hey guys and girls, it's your boy Justin Amoe. I just hit record again, 34 minutes now, and this is what we have in the last video with making a beat on the melody side. Cool, right? Sounds pretty full. That's because we have more than one sound, and it's, like I said, the melody, complementary melody, a background, supporting type of thing. That's basically the easiest terms I could give for y'all. So yeah, now let's go into the drum patterns. This is probably going to be easier now that we got a melody or a feel. We're going to be finding the sound, the style we want, sculpting that style if we need to, and easily make the patterns. So yeah, we could go ahead and just duplicate this 3 times. I hit Control B, and let me just make sure. Yeah, 1, 2. My bad, I got hiccups all of a sudden. So yeah, I'm gonna put this back to 1/4 of a beat. I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna go into the FL packs and find some sounds. I'm gonna try my best to keep it FL Studio only. So yeah, if I don't, then my bad. I'm trying to find a sound that feels good with it, by the way, like, the kick, it thumps nicely. And remember, if it doesn't sound the way you think it would, or the way you want it to be, you can always sculpt it. So, for example, we could drag this in here, put it in insert 2, I'll name it kick, just like that. Put it here, and let's possibly put, right one. Put a parametric EQ, and I don't know, let's say I don't want too much of that high stuff in there. Let me go here and just just put 2 there. So you see how I basically, use the EQ to sculpt it. So I like the kick like that. Matter of fact, I'll probably use that kick. There's always an 808 too if you want. This hi-hat feels nice. I'll put this in here like this. Let's just make this thing happen real quick. Let's find a snare. I don't know. I'm just gonna take this in place for now. Make a simple pattern. Tap, kick, snap. So I'm gonna do that. Kick, snare, kick, snare. That works too, or that. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and sculpt the hat and the snare to the way we want it to sound. Might switch the snare out. Let's see, because I just randomly clicked, and so you could do that if you want, but nah. Let's go ahead and sculpt this hat. I might just take another hat too. You could do this if you're unsure. You could go to, click and drag under it, find the hat, Control X, go here, Control V, put this in the same insert if you want. And see how that one would sound. There's a lot of highs in this, I'm not even gonna lie. Lie. Let's try it again with this one. It could work if you want. Maybe I could pitch it up. So there we go. It sounds nice to me for now, at least. Before I change my mind. Yeah, I do this all the time. I'll do the same thing here and just Control X, Control V. Not too much of a punch though. We might want to give the snare and the hi-hats and other percussion sounds except for the kick probably. You could put the kick, but let's give it a reverb. So I'm going to go into a new insert, reverb 2. I'm taking off this dry. The dry is basically without the effects. And what I'm going to do is highlight snare and hat, double click and drag. Find this new insert, right click and route to this track. There we go. I'm going to name this drum reverb. So now you can hear there is a reverb on it. As opposed to not having reverb, it'll sound flat. Cool, we got something that sounds like something, don't we? Something. Let's delete this snare, I don't want that one. And this one, this hat. We could use multiple hats if you want. Let's make a hat pattern, I guess. And by the way, let's make this into a new pattern itself. I was using it under the mallet, but let's just name this drum for now. And put this into the playlist as well. So notice it's just like a 1-2 measures here. We could extend it here by doing this. And I don't know, just do the same little shenanigans. Boom, cop. Now maybe we could make the kick unique. Something like that. There we go. Now we got 4 bars. We could go here, Control B. Boom. So all of a sudden we got a beat. Even though it's not the best, but yeah. So we like there you go. Maybe do the same thing all over. Like that. So all of a sudden we got a nice little melody. We could just go into the piano roll, by the way, and just drag this and copy and paste this over here. And see how we got the same thing here. I'm just making it unique. There we go, and that's not even the main hat, so. How about we do that? Fill each 4 steps. Notice how we got a groove with that? All of a sudden, all I was doing just playing along, see what sounds cool. Maybe we don't want this kick pitch. Maybe we want a different one. We could drag it down, drag it up. How would that sound though? Too low. So yeah, now we have all the drum sounds, or basically a basic drum sound. We could keep making it unique, and we could split this up, which I'll probably do now. So no, you remember how we made a drum pattern here, but we have like a kick, a hat, another, and a snare. maybe you want to make it separate so we could, you know, probably mute some sounds and not. You could go here, click, go to split by channel, and now we made 4 different patterns here. So if you see here, yeah, and I'll just delete all this. Now we have the kick, the hat, the other hat, and the snare, which I'll put that there. I'm holding shift and scrolling to shift them out, by the way. So yeah, now we have, there we go, 7 different patterns here. And we did this in about 13 minutes. Not bad. High five. So now we got a drum pattern. We could make it unique, make them sound different. Like, for example, maybe the kicks. Maybe you want to make this one unique. We could click here, make unique. And now we have 2 different patterns. We have number 2. So like you see here, number 2. And then the regular 22, which was, you know, 1. That's just, yeah. Maybe if I could drag this open and show you. I don't think it works out like that. But yeah, number 2 and this. I could change the color, by the way. So change color, make this that. Change this color, make this a little darker than that. So yeah, coloring, organizing, making it look nice. And yeah, just like this. I'm gonna go to bar, hold shift, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. So now we have 2 different type of kicks here, although we have to make another kick, you know, make it sound unique. So yeah, don't mind me, just trying to feel nice here. Hold on, I messed up. Boom, ka, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Damn it. I just want to do the same thing there. Like that, maybe. But you see how it's different from the other ones? And notice there's some up and down. That's because, remember, I changed the pitch of it. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch that around. These go up. Hold shift, up, up. There we go. So yeah, now we got a unique 8 bar pattern. I guess we could say, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of kicks. We could do the same thing with the hats probably. For this, I'll just show you. We could go here 1/4 of a beat or so. I'm gonna click here. Let's say we want a little hat roll here. We could click this, highlight it, Alt and U. Yeah, Alt and U is a piano chopper. So yeah. So you see how we got a little hat roll there. We could highlight this, right click down here and bring this up like this so it's like a gradual. And same thing here, we could do like something like that. Oops. That was Control U, Alt U I want to do. There you go. And how about we do the opposite here? Yeah, something simple like that. And I guess one more time. Control Q here, Alt Q. Oh, Control highlight it, Alt U. And let's make this, I don't know, faster. It might sound weird, but whatever. And probably like that. Okay, sounds cool. I could exclude some of this. So you hear how it has a different little groove to it? Oops. I'm gonna just do like this. That way it has more presence. So yeah, now it's a different little tra tra. Cool. That's how you do a little hat roll. So maybe I could do this every other one, like I did with the kick. Dot 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 dot. Dang. Change colors. Whatever. By the way, maybe I should put my face here. Yeah, so if you didn't see that last piece, maybe that could show you justice. You know, my face is in the way. I forgot all about that. My bad. My bad. How about I do this? Shit. There you go. That's my punishment. I'm shorter now. Same thing with the snares. We can make it unique and, you know. Notice is different velocities from this. I'm just gonna drag it all the way down and bring it up. So it's like that. And what we could do is just make these snares lower. So it has like a da 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 like that. Velocities, my friends. So yeah, now we got uniqueness all over the drums. I forgot about one more thing in regards to the drums, which we'll do real quick, and that is an 808 or a bass or a bass line. That's the fun stuff. So let's go ahead and press plus, bass. Now bass, we can use an oscillator sound, or if we have an 808 bass sound we want to use and complement the kick with it, we could do that. I'm gonna use an oscillator because I like oscillators. Right click, insert oscillate. Where are you? Subtractive. When in doubt, find this out. Last but not least, for the oscillator, is something we have to adjust. For a bass line, we could take the chorus and drop it all the way down and drop these velocities down, and all of a sudden we got bass. We could change the shape. That one's always a cute one. Let me see. I like it. I like this one right here, the triangle. Is that called the triangle? You know what I mean? This triangle. Yeah, sounds cool. Maybe I could change the way the sound works by clicking this gear, go into the envelopes, and probably playing with, perhaps, I don't know, the pitch maybe, amount, drop it up. Nah, I don't want it like that. How about we make it like this? Something that happens quick. I don't know, it sounds pretty cool to me. We can even change the LFO or give it like a wiggle, like a dubstep. So the attack is like basically, you know, after you press it, does it fade in or does it come in quick? It depends on the speed, attack. I like it. I'm gonna put it into a track and put that over there, and let's make a bass line. I'll put it here actually. The bass line pretty much complements the kick for the most part. It's also, you know, another melody type of thing you could do. Before that, let me go ahead and put on something like an EQ, sculpt it the way I want it. I probably don't want that little boing boing. Maybe I want this faster. Cool. We could add things like a distortion to these bass lines and then filter it again like this, and then a filter. Cool stuff, right? Maybe we could change the amount as well. So you see how I just made a little 808 that people love easily through FL plugins. Pretty cool stuff, right? Let's go ahead and finalize this. Make a little drum or a thingamajiggy. Hold on, a bass line. I'm gonna hit this. 3, 2, 1, and I know it doesn't sound fitting, right? Usually with bass lines, we don't want it that high. Well, you know, quantize. Give me a second here. Does that sound nice? Essentially, it's following one of the other melodies. We could change this note if we want. That sounds cool. That's essentially what that is. We can even do like slides and stuff like that if you click this button here. How about if we drag it up to there, like this. Probably too fast. I don't know, I'm just playing around at this point. We could do, how about this? Nah, let's keep it there. So yeah, we just got a bass line all out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And you could do the same little shenanigans. I just took the EQ, put it on the bottom there. Cool. Now, that's basically it for the drums there. We just made a little drum pattern. Hopefully I explained things enough for y'all instead of, you know, getting lost in there. Yeah, thank you guys and girls for watching this episode. In the next episode, we'll go about song structure. No, not song structure. Let's go about mixing the sounds. Or maybe both. But yeah, it's your boy, Justin Omoe. With that being said, peace. I'm out. I'll probably record this another day or maybe later because I gotta work on somebody's stuff. But yeah, peace.